First wire. They are at the post. They're off. There's Civil Servant from the inside. There goes Wolfhand from the outside. Rogue Element is in between those two. And Kid Shalene up close down toward the rail in the fourth position. Now moving up in third as they go to the first turn. Civil Servant moves forward 3 wide into the turn. Now double wide. Stays a lane off the rail. Starts to clear for the lead now, though, and angles down closer toward the inside midway on the first turn. Civil Servant leads. Rogue Element second on the outside by just a neck. Kid Shalene is third by 3/4 of a length. And then Wolfhand is fourth on the outside. A gap of 2. Looking at Liberty travels outward from the rail in fifth. 12 Rocks to the inside is sixth. Copper King is seventh and is running 7 lengths off the lead. And there goes a move up the backstretch from 20 Twice, who angles toward the center of the track, moves up a couple of spots from the back of the pack. Dynacharge next to last. Mau Mau trails. It was 24.22 for the opening quarter, 48.77 for the first half mile. Civil Servant is the leader by 3/4 of a length. Rogue Element there toward the outside in the second position. And here comes Looking at Liberty, far outside, moving up in third, 3 wide onto the far turn. Kid Shalene is shuffled back to fourth. And then 20 Twice, who moves up in fifth position, 3 lengths from the front, around Wolfhand, who is sixth. They come for the quarter pole. Looking at Liberty toward the outside has the lead. 20 Twice is moving up to the outside of that one off the far turn. Rogue Element now drops back into third. Dynacharge has gone to fourth. Copper King is still 7 from the front. They turn for home. 20 Twice moves forward, puts ahead in front, but just as quickly fighting back. Looking at Liberty regains the lead, and Looking at Liberty has the lead by a length and a half from 20 Twice. Looking at Liberty. James Graham to win it. 20 Twice home second, Rogue Element third, Dynacharge was fourth, long way back, Mau Mau fifth.
Well, the second choice at 3-1, Looking at Liberty, the Keeneland graduate from 2017, separates himself from this field. And I think the initial question for ourselves and handicappers out there will be, Gabby, are we dealing with a different type of main track here today? Because the pace was not all that fast, and this horse was able to make up some ground in order to get this victory.
It's something to certainly pay attention to and consider. Pay attention to these main track races, but at least we could see this horse sit a mid-pack trip and still get the victory. And this was a good performance from him here today, as he did get a little bit of late pressure from the 1A 20 Twice, shook clear of that to get the victory.
Congratulations out to Team Forrester, led by trainer Grant Forrester. Jimmy Graham, fantastic ride here during the summer meet at Keeneland with this gelding by Looking at Lucky, a 2017 Keeneland September sales graduate.
They are at the post. They're off in the Madison. Wildwood's Beauty from the inside. Mia Mischief from between horses. Guarana up close in the opening strides as well. Mia Mischief and Guarana come forward together. Guarana has the early lead and leads it by a half length. Mia Mischief goes second by just a length. Amy's Challenge under a snug hold far outside in third. Wildwood's Beauty fourth to the inside. Bell's the 1/5 between horses. Unique Factor is sixth. The gap of just over 3 more lengths back then to Sally's Curlin. Diamond Crazy last. It was 22.95 seconds for the opening quarter. Guarana is the leader by 3/4 of a length. Mia Mischief second as they move on to the far turn by a length. Amy's Challenge third up on the outside. Wildwood's Beauty is fourth back toward the rail. Bell's the 1/5 is nearly 5 lengths off the lead. Then Unique Factor in sixth. Sally's Curlin angles wide in seventh. Has some running to do. 8 lengths off the lead. Long way back to Diamond Crazy to the top of the stretch. Guarana the leader by a length. Mia Mischief second, a length and a half to Wildwood's Beauty to the inside. Amy's Challenge on the outside. Unique Factor, then Bell's the one back toward the inside. Sally Sally's Curlin still far back. Mia Mischief has taken the lead at the 8th pole. Mia Mischief with Guarana trying to respond to the inside. Final furlong of the Madison. Mia Mischief and Guarana. What a battle in the Grade 1 Madison. Guarana fighting back to give trainer Chad Brown his 100th career Grade 1 victory.
And it wasn't easy, and Grade 1s are not meant to be easy, as Guarana had to battle back after setting the pace, a position that she's normally not in, Gabby, and then Mia Mischief takes over this race, but it's Jose Ortiz and the now 3-time Grade 1 winner making a comeback to pick up this Grade 1 Madison.
She completely gets passed coming down the stretch by Mia Mischief, and somehow she finds a second win to dig back in and get the victory here. Chad Brown with his 100th Grade 1 victory in his career and his 13th Grade 1 victory here at Keeneland.
Final time 1:21.3, and a pretty clear victory in the end, close to a half of a length between Guarana and Mia Mischief, as this daughter of Ghost Sapper, bred by Three Chimneys Farm and owned in part by Three Chimneys Farm and Hillendale Equine, puts together arguably the best performance of her multiple Grade 1 winning career. And you're right, Jose Ortiz, you have every right to be pumped up after that performance.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's 5th race. 5, Guarana was first. 7, Mia Mischief was second. 8, Bells the 1/3. 2, Wildwood's Beauty was fourth. And 3, Sally's Curlin 5th. 5, 7, 8, 2, 3, unofficial. They are at the post, and they're off in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley. Rushing fall there between horses, along with Jolie Olympica up toward the outside, and now Juliet Foxtrot striding forward down toward the inside. Jolie Olympica moves forward in the center of the course, though, and has the early lead. Rushing fall is between horses in second. Juliet Foxtrot goes third for the move into the first turn. Toinette is fourth up on the outside. And then Secret Message is in fifth, down toward the inside to save some ground around the turn, and is joined there by Mucho Unusual, who moves outward from the rail right alongside. La Senore is next to last, and Altia trails. Opening quarter, 23.42 seconds. Jolie Olympica, the leader by a length. Here's Rushing Fall, just off her flank in second now by a length. Juliet Foxtrot is third up the backstretch by 3/4 of a length. Toinette goes fourth, gap of 3. Mucho Unusual fifth ahead. Then Secret Message, La Senore, Altia last. It was 46.94 seconds for the first half mile. Jolie Olympica, the leader to the far turn, leads at 3/4 of a length. Rushing Fall will take aim again on the outside from second around the turn. Juliet Foxtrot tucked away toward the inside, right behind the leader in third. And then Toinette is in fourth, followed by Mucho Unusual and Secret Message, who's sixth from the front. They turn for home. Here's Rushing Fall trying to draw alongside of Jolie Olympica, Juliet Foxtrot, then Toinette on the outside who moves up for third. Here's Rushing Fall right alongside of Jolie Olympica, Juliet Foxtrot third, and then Toinette. Rushing Fall with a narrow lead and deep stretch of the Coolmore Jenny Wiley. Juliet Foxtrot is running on late. Jolie Olympica still there to the inside. Rushing Fall. Grade 1 winner at 2, 3, 4, and again at 5. She has won in stakes and course record time, 1 minute, 39.02 seconds in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley.
When we discuss the modern-day history of Keeneland Racecourse, this mare will be in that discussion. Rushing Fall, now 3 Grade 1 victories here at Keeneland, and this time she had to do it differently, Gabby. She had to be content to settle off the pace and finish, and that's exactly what she did today in this Grade 1 Coolmore Jenny Wiley.
She is just so versatile, Scott. It doesn't matter where she's positioned. It doesn't matter if she's on a firm course, a course with moisture in it. Wherever she is, she shows up. That's one thing you can rely on, Rushing Fall, especially here at Keeneland. 2
Grade 1s on the day for trainer Chad Brown, and another Grade 1 to those 100 Grade 1 victories of his career, 101 rather. This filly delivers yet another for him. Congratulations out to Bob Edwards and E5 Racing Thoroughbreds. What a legend. Rushing Fall, another Grade 1.
They are at the post. And they're off in the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. Chivalry out for the lead with Swiss Skydiver. These two come right to the front. Art Collector comes away running in third. Man in the Can is fourth. Basin fifth up on the outside. Then Rushy is away running in sixth. Mr. Big News is seventh. Attachment Rate to the rail in eighth. Hard Lighting is ninth around the turn. Enforceable is 10th. Tiesto is 11th. Finnick the Fierce is 12th. Hunt the Front is last of 13. Back up front, Swiss Skydiver outward from the rail. The filly has the lead a half length up the backstretch now. Chivalry second. Art Collector third. It was 23.25 seconds, the time for the opening quarter. Man in the Can is between horses fourth. Basin fifth on his outside. Rushy out in the center of the track in sixth, just over 5 lengths off the lead. Attachment Rate moves up 2 positions from seventh into fifth against the rail, but will need more running room from there. 4 lengths from the front, and then comes Mr. Big News. The opening half mile went in 46.61 seconds. Swiss Skydiver to the outside leads at a half length. Chivalry's second. Art Collector third. Rushy picks up the leaders in fourth, but has to angle wide. 3 lengths off the lead. 2 lengths off the lead. Swiss Skydiver leads it. Art Collector just off her flank in second. Rushy third. Still 2 lengths off the leader around the far turn. Then a gap of 5 back to Chivalry. Finnick the Fierce tries to get going to the outside of Attachment Rate. They turn for home. Swiss Skydiver the leader. Art Collector trying to reel her in from the outside. These two side by side coming to the 8th pole in the Toyota Bluegrass. Swiss Skydiver fighting on. Art Collector is right there. Art Collector ahead in front. A half length to the good. 16th pole. Art Collector, Brian Hernandez Jr. to win the Toyota Bluegrass. What an effort from Swiss Skydiver to be second. It will be a multiple horse photo to separate third, fourth, and fifth. 1 minute, 48.11 seconds.
Art Collector adds the Grade 2 Toyota Bluegrass to his collection here today as he's able to run down Swiss Skydiver, who loses nothing in defeat. She puts together a very clear and decisive second place finish in here, but it's Brian Hernandez Jr. for Bruce Lunsford, a homebred for Mr. Lunsford, and Tom Drury Jr. continues to improve this son of Bernardini.
How good has this horse gotten, Scott? I mean, his last race was ultra impressive, and he just continues to improve. And a special congratulations to his trainer and Tom Drury. This is his first graded stakes victory.
And none are bigger, very few are bigger than the Grade 2 Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. Well done. Congratulations to all the connections of Art Collector, now a Grade 2 winner of the Toyota Bluegrass. On to the Derby.
The unofficial results of Keeneland's ninth and featured race, the Toyota Bluegrass. 3, Art Collector, finished first. 7, Swiss Skydiver was second. 10, Rushy was third. 12, Enforceable was fourth. And 9, Attachment Rate was fifth. 3, 7, 10, 12, 9, unofficial. In the winner's circle for Keeneland's ninth and featured race, the 96th running of the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes 3 Art Collector. The winner owned and bred in Kentucky by Bruce Lunsford, trained by Thomas Drury Jr. First wire, they are at the post. They're off in the Central Bank Ashland. En Vuitante, Venetian Harbor, joined by Speech up on the far outside. Venetian Harbor will have the early lead and will guide the field down toward the first turn, as Speech will go second up on the outside. En Vuitante is in third. A quick check over the left shoulder there from Jose Ortiz as he tries to find some running room down closer to the rail. Carefully starts to move up from in between horses and tries to slide down toward the inside. Bonnie South is fourth up on the outside. Alta's Award is fifth early on. It was 24.04 seconds. The time for the opening quarter, Venetian Harbor the leader. Venetian Harbor on top, a length and a half. Speech travels in second on the outside, 3/4 of a length. And then En Vuitante in third, a length and a half, followed by Bonnie South, who is fourth by a length. Alta's Award, fifth and last, but right there with the rest as they reach the midpoint of the backstretch. Venetian Harbor, the leader for Joel Rosario. It was 47.14 seconds the time for the opening half mile. Speech on the outside in second. En Vuitante to close third, right behind the leader down toward the inside. And then Bonnie South outward for the rail in fourth, 3 lengths off the lead, and a gap of 5 more back to Alta's Award as they move midway on the far turn. Venetian Harbor still the leader. Now here comes Speech, making a more serious bid for the lead as they come to the quarter pole. Half length separate the top two. They've opened up by 6 lengths on En Vuitante and Bonnie South. Long way back to Alta's Award. They turn into the short stretch. Speech, Venetian Harbor. These two going at it as they come toward the final furlong of the Central Bank Ashland. Speech with a narrow lead. Speech now drawing clear by 2 from Venetian Harbor. En Vuitante and Bonnie South. It is Speech and Javier Castellano to win the Central Bank Ashland. Venetian Harbor second, En Vuitante third, Bonnie South fourth, Alta's Award fifth.
Well, a great success for Speech here in the Central Bank Ashland, as it was a patented Javier Castellano ride. And obviously it takes the right horse underneath you to pull off a ride like this, Gabby. But staying right there with Venetian Harbor was the key throughout this race.
Exactly. He got her smoothly out of the gate, and then once the field kind of started to assemble, he saw where Venetian Harbor was and completely went after her, and that made all the difference. It intimidated Venetian Harbor, and she just kicked clear. A Hall of Fame type of ride.
On to the Kentucky. Congratulations out to Madacat Stables, Clip Thoroughbred Partners, and trainer Micah McCarthy, as their daughter of Mr. Speaker is now a Grade 1 winner.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's 7th race. 6 Speech was first, 2 Venetian Harbor was second, 4 En Vuitante third, 3 Bonnie South was fourth, 6:2:43 unofficial. The time for the mile and a 16th, 1 minute 41.26 seconds. Stakes and track record. They are at the post. And they're off into Shakertown. Bound for Nowhere and Tiger Blood, Just Might, Leinster, those four come right out to the front. Carews away running in fifth. Texas Wedge between horses in sixth. Fast Boat is away running in seventh. Real News had to check down toward the inside in the eighth position. And then Totally Boss is in ninth. Shared Legacy was off a step slowly and is now in 10th. Tell Your Daddy is 11th. Extravagant Kid is 12th. Wild Man Jack 13th and last, midway on the far turn. It was 21.16 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Bound for Nowhere and Tiger Blood 1-2 off the turn, separated by just a neck. Just Might third toward the inside, looks for some running room. Real News behind horses is in fourth. Texas Wedge and then Leinster on the outside trying to get going. And here comes Leinster chasing after Bound for Nowhere. Bound for Nowhere and Leinster. Totally Boss is running late center of the course. Bound for Nowhere short lead. Leinster is right there. Then Totally Boss. Leinster has struck the lead late. Totally Boss is running on. Bound for Nowhere is there at the line. Photo for the win of the Shakertown. That's close. Either Leinster or Totally Boss.
What a great finish in the Shakertown here for 2020. Leinster looking for the wire. Totally Boss picking them up late and laying them down. And a very, very tight one. Another one too close to call.
These finishes have been challenging, but absolutely exciting here as we see another brutally close finish here. Scott, are you going to call this one?
In the second look, I'll tell you, it's the inside. That's my initial reaction or secondary reaction, but it's very, very tight. It's between these two horses. That's the bottom line. Totally Boss, Leinster. Now that has got me changing my mind again, Gabby, as the outside horse got right on even terms, right at the mirror where they're running to. Bottom line, great finish. And another gutty run for Bound for Nowhere on the inside. He ran another good race, but just not good enough here today for a second consecutive year. Tight photo for the Grade 2 Shakertown, Totally Boss or Leinster. It's the judge's call.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's sixth race, the Shakertown 13. Leinster finished first. 10, Totally Boss was second. 8, Bound for Nowhere third. 7, Fast Boat was fourth. 1, Extravagant Kid fifth. 13, 10, 8, 7.